ஓம் பிரபன்ன பாரிஜாதாய தோத்ரவேத்ரைகபாணயே ஞானமுத்ராய கிருஷ்ணாய கீதாமிருததுஹே நமஹ. மாத்ரா ஸ்பர்ஷாஸ்து கௌந்தேய சீதோஷ்ணசுகதுःखदाः ஆகமாபாயினோ நித்யாः தாம் ஸ்திதிக்ஷஸ்வ பாரத. Bhagavan has started his Upadesha to Arjuna. He is giving the knowledge of Atma or the Self, which alone can remove sorrow. We have learnt two definitions of Atma so far. Atma Nityaha and Atma is Nirvikaraha. Atma is eternal and changeless and is free from modifications. Simultaneously, we also learnt that our body is anityam, it is savikaram, impermanent and subject to change. In the 14th and 15th shlokas, Bhagavan emphasizes that we have to accept the nature of anatma. Nitya nirvikara atma is the indwelling principle in our body. It is Chaitanyam or consciousness. Our body transacts with the external world through the instruments of mind and sense organs. We get different kinds of experiences. What should be our attitude towards these experiences? Bhagavan teaches us. Hey Kaunteya, O Kunti Putra Arjuna, Sparishaha matraha shitoshna sukha-dukkadaha. When sense organs come into contact with sense objects, it produces experiences like heat or cold, and in turn give joy or sorrow to the mind. The sensory objects of the world are not uniform and consistent. An object which we consider as a source of joy becomes a source of sorrow also. That which gives pain at a particular time gives pleasure at some other time. It is not possible to classify a sensory object as the source of joy or sorrow. Not only that, the joys and sorrows of life are very subjective. For example, trekking gives happiness to a youngster. An old person finds it even difficult to walk few steps on a plain road. Toys gave you happiness as a child, but it cannot give you happiness as a grown-up. One person sells his car and is happy about it. The same car is bought by someone else who happily purchases it. In scriptures, it is generally told that yad ishtam tat sukham, yad anishtam tat dukkham. That which we like is pleasing, that which we dislike is painful. Whatever we don't like at one particular point of time becomes pleasing at some other time. The sensory objects are sources of our joy and sorrow. Only in a particular situation, three things decide our joy or sorrow: external objects, our mind, and our attitude. All these three put together give us joy or sorrow. Joys and sorrows cannot be avoided. Even Avataramurtis are no exception. So we have to learn to accept them. Agamapayinaha anityaha tam stitikshasva bharata. Agamaha means that which comes. Apayinaha means that which goes. Experiences are subject to arrival and departure. So, they are anityaha, impermanent. The duration of experience may vary. Anyway, they are impermanent. We have to gracefully accept the experiences of our life. We always seek one method or other to remove our sorrow. we search for a source of joy also. Even if we try to let go of sorrow through dharmic means, they continue to exist. It's better to accept them. Based on our punya papam, the deeds which we have done in our previous births, we have to experience joys and sorrows. There is no joy or sorrow, no pleasure or pain from the standpoint of Atma. From the standpoint of Anatma, joys and sorrows are unavoidable. Hence, they have to be endured. This is known as titiksha. Bhagavan tells that we have to accept dharma as nature of Anatma. Bhagavan tells that we have to accept the nature of Anatma. Please understand that Anatma Dharma, which is the nature of all non-self things, you should accept and accommodate. That is called titiksha. The next shloka will explain the benefit of titiksha, patience or tolerance. Let us pray to Bhagavan to give titiksha to all of us. Matra sparshastu kaunteya shitoshna sukha dukkhadaha agama-apayino nityaha tam stitikshasva bharata. My prayerful blessings to all of you. Hari Om.